I am Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Music 101. Music 101 is created to empower music itself and legendary icon in the music industry. And of course, my music partner in crime, Mr. Mick.
The criminal, the musical criminal, indeed. Hi, Mr. Daniel. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Mr. Mick. And Christmas is over.
Yes,
Mm, how's your Christmas, Mr.
Christmas.
Mick?
It's family, friends, faith. Absolutely great time.
Yes, yes. And New Year's is coming.
Real
So
soon.
we will gonna talk about, are there songs for New Year's?
Yes, indeed, there are. Now, there are fewer, of course, than we talked about Christmas, but you had to look a little bit and stretch a bit. But yes, indeed, there are some songs for New Year's, and like to talk about some of those as well.
Definitely. So, should the theme of songs for New Year's Day be introduced?
Sure, because New Year's Day is a time for reflection, celebration, and looking forward to what's to come. And what better way, as we know from Music 101, to kick off the new year with some great music. So, what we're going to do is going to count down some of the top picks for songs that are perfect for ringing in the new year. There's anthems to rock classics, soulful ballads, country hits. So, got some things to get you in the mood for the celebration. So, if you're hosting a party, having a quiet night in with friends or family, or just need motivation to tackle the new year, these are songs to provide the perfect soundtrack. So, got some picks featuring hits, diverse artists, several genres, as well as some hidden gems to discover. So, if you grab a drink, put your party hat on, get ready to ring in the new year with some great music. So, as the clock ticks down to midnight, on December 31st. If you're in a place like I am in Arizona, we have the boot drop, and that's because it's a Western thing. So
Boot
the boot
drum.
drop. So not the ball like in New York City, but that's what we have here. So a little bit of a Western side of it. But in any case, New Year's Eve is a time for reflection, celebration. We bid farewell to the old year, welcome the new one. And music, of course, is a crucial role in the festive atmosphere, setting the tone for the night and inspiring joy and anticipation. And there are significance of songs for New Year's celebrations, a variety of songs that capture the spirit of the occasion and discuss how these melodies can enhance our experiences as we get into this fresh start. Music is always a universal language, brings people together during New Year's celebrations. It's a backdrop that enhances the mood. And when we set the mood, we have different stages for the night. There's upbeat songs because everybody dancing, slower reflective tunes can inspire contemplation, and as the countdown begins, an anthem can create a sense of excitement and anticipation. So we're going to create connections and bonds between people. And the playlists, songs that we'll talk about are all timeless classics that maybe resonate. So, in conclusion, let's take a look at some of the most beloved, famous, or hit songs that somehow feature a new year or a new way of looking at the world.
Yes. And thank you so much for those New Year's music or songs. So, Mr. Mick, are there songs that immediately come to you to the mind for New Year's?
I think so, and that's what I would say. So, what better than where to begin with a tune but Auld Lang Syne? So, this is a traditional Scottish song,
Yes.
and it was written by Robert Burns in 1788. So, this is one of the oldies. So I think this would be an oldie with a goodie. So, a traditional Scottish song, often sung at midnight, reflects on the passage of time and the importance of cherishing old friendships. Its poignant lyrics remind us to remember those who have been a part of our journey while looking forward to new experiences. The song's emotional weight resonates deeply, making it a staple of New Year's celebrations around the world. The song's title translates to Old Long Since, and its reflection on the passing of time and the importance of remembering old friends and memories. And so it's become a beloved holiday classic. It immediately comes to mind for New Year's. And of course, it's been recorded by countless artists over the years, including Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Bing Crosby, and many others. The most famous version is most likely performed by Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians. and it's been a New Year's Eve staple on television and radio for decades. The song's popularity has led to numerous covers and adaptations, including instrumental versions, a cappella arrangements, and even electronic remixes. In terms of chart performance, Auld Lang Syne has never been a major hit single, as it's typically performed as a holiday tradition rather than as a commercial release. However, the song has been certified gold by the RIAA, which records all this and keeps track of it. It's indicating sales of over 500,000 copies in the United States alone. And the song's enduring popularity has also led to numerous awards and accolades, including being named the most popular New Year's Eve song by the Guinness Book of World Records. It's a timeless holiday classic that continues to be celebrated and performed around the world every New Year's Eve. Another song that comes immediately to mind, and so I'm trying to get ones that everybody should think of, Feliz Navidad by Jose
Mm.
Feliciano. And it's a classic song that blends Christmas and New Year's cheer. So it's a Christmas song written and recorded by Jose Feliciano in 1970. It's a bilingual holiday classic featuring Feliciano's smooth vocals in both English and Spanish. The song's catchy melody and simple lyrics have made it a staple of holiday playlists around the world. It dates back to Feliciano's time in Puerto Rico, where he was inspired by the traditional Puerto Rican Christmas carols he heard growing up. So his version of Feliz Navidad is a unique blend of Latin rhythms and American pop, featuring a mix of acoustic guitar, percussion, and strings. The song's chorus, which repeats the phrase Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, in both English and Spanish, has become a recognizable and iconic part of the holiday season. And with this popularity transcending cultural and linguistic boundaries, it's been covered by all kinds of artists, even the Muppets, you know the Muppets as well. So, despite its widespread
Yes.
popularity, Feliz Navidad remains closely associated with Jose Feliciano, who's continued to perform and record the song throughout his career. So, in conclusion, its enduring appeal is a testament to the power of music to bring people together and create a sense of joy and celebration during the holiday season.
Yes. Auld Lang Syne and Feliz Navidad. Thank you so
Immediately
much.
come to mind.
Immediately when Bear is coming already. So, what major artists release New Year's theme songs?
Well, one that comes to mind, and it kind of combines the old and the new, is James Brown. It's Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It's also known as Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Let's Party. So, Brown is a song that celebrates both Christmas and New Year's, and it's a well known one. Is released also in 1970, like Jose Feliciano's song. It's a funky, upbeat holiday track that features James' signature vocals and a catchy chorus, and it explicitly mentions both Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, although it's mostly an instrumental, and it's that famous Brown rhythms, and he is probably the most sampled artist of all time. But this is a good example of how to have a funky, upbeat holiday song that blends a signature soul and R&B style with a festive holiday cheer. The song features Brown's energetic vocals and a driving beat, and its catchy chorus all becomes synonymous with the holiday season. It was released as a single in December of 1970, peaked at number 29 on the Billboard R&B charts. It also reached number 63 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. While it didn't reach the top 10, the song was still a moderate success and helped to cement Brown's reputation as a master of funk and soul music. It's since become a holiday classic. In terms of sales, it has been certified gold by the RIAA, indicating sales of over 500,000 copies. It's also been included on several of Brown's compilation albums, including The Best of James Brown Christmas, James Brown's Funky Christmas, and the song's popularity has endured over the years. It's a funk, soul, and holiday. 2011, the song was re-released as a digital single and reached number 14 on the iTunes R&B chart. So overall, it's a holiday classic that stood the test of time and a beloved favorite among fans of James Brown and funk music. And I'm a big JB, Godfather of Soul fan, so I'm one of them.
Yes.
Another song that comes to mind, again, bit of a combination, Christmas and New Year's, and this is Happy Xmas, War is Over, released in the next year, 1971. This was released as a single and features John Lennon and Yoko Ono on vocals. It was written by both of them, released in 71, and the Plastic Ono Band on Apple Records. And initially, the song was not a success in the US due to a lack of promotion being recorded too close to Christmas, but eventually it reached number 4 on the British singles chart in 1973. A UK reissue after Lennon's death in 1982 gained 2 notches, stopping just shy of the position on the charts at number 2. The song's first appearance on an album was the 75 compilation Shaved Fish, although it's ostensibly a protest song about the Vietnam War, which was, of course, going on at that time. It's become a Christmas and New Year's standard, and it appears on all kinds of several Christmas albums. The lyric is based on a campaign in late 69 by Lennon and Ono, who rented billboards and posters in 11 cities around the world that read, "War is over, exclamation point, if you want it, Happy Christmas from John and Yoko." So it was part of their political
Mhm.
and kind of the way that they approached the world and a message that they had. So, of course, at the time, the US was deeply entrenched in the unpopular Vietnam War. So the line, "War is over, if you want it, war is over now," is sung by the background vocals and was taken directly from the billboards. It was recorded at the Record Plant Studios in New York City in late October 71 with the help of someone else that we've talked about on the show, Phil Spector. Has
Yes.
heavily echoed vocals. It is in that sound that is unique to Phil Spector, the wall of sound, as a sing-along chorus. The children sing in the background from the Harlem Community Choir, and they are also credited on the song's single. But along the lines of the Beatles, how about George Harrison? Ding Dong, 1974. So
Yes.
there's a ballet version of Robert Casson's Dancers to George Harrison's hit Ding Dong. So the way the producers of the TV programs visualized the hits at that time, because the artists were not necessarily available on the top TV studios. So it's a way of the 70s of presenting hits by unavailable artists. And the Beatles, including George, were a little bit of a recluse at that time. It was written by George as a New Year's Eve sing-along released in December 1974 on his album Dark Horse. The album's lead single in Britain and some other European countries, and the second single after Dark Horse in North America. It's a large-scale production, and the song incorporates some of Phil Spector, once again, wall of sound technique, particularly his Christmas recordings, which we talked about last time from 1963. So, according to Harrison, biographers view Ding Dong as an attempt to emulate the success of 2 glam rock anthems from the 73-74 holiday season. And these are 2 British artists, Merry Christmas Everybody by Slade and Wizards' I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. The song became a minor hit in Britain and the United States, although it was a top 20 hit elsewhere in the world. So, in conclusion, as in the Netherlands, it hit number 9 in the Dutch top 40.
Yes. And again, thank you so much for those themes of songs that you created. So, Mr. Mick, are there any Christmas songs that include January in the lyrics?
Yeah, so this was the idea of trying to find the connections with New Year's, and some of them have a look back as well to Christmas and kind of combine both Christmas and New Year. So some January lyrics end up in the lyrics. So in Winter Wonderland, most famously by Dean Martin, in the winter when the snow is 6 inches deep, January's got a lot of snow. And it's kind of associated with both winter and Christmas season, but it also ties in with not just Christmas, but New Year's as well. We have talked about last time Winter Wonderland. And again, it's really well known and beloved, but the song's lyrics paint a vivid picture of a winter wonderland, snow covered trees, frozen lakes, magical atmosphere. And Sleigh Bells Ring, Are You Listening? Is one of the most iconic and recognizable of all music that you can hear. The melody is catchy and upbeat. It's a lively tempo, perfect for dancing or singing along to. And there's a lot of clever wordplay in that as well. Dean Martin's version is a masterclass in vocal delivery and phrasing. So he has that smooth, velvety voice that brings a sense of warmth and intimacy to the song, making it feel like a cozy fireside on a cold winter's night. Another song, too, you could mention is Frosty the Snowman. So it's a classic Christmas song, but not exclusively about Christmas. So it's a story of the snowman, of course, who comes to life on a cold winter's day in a series of adventures with the children. Gene Autry's version is the most famous one. It's Autry's smooth vocals and the song's upbeat tempo. And of course, this has been covered many, many times by all kinds of artists. And the song's message of joy and wonders tying in with the new year is timeless. I'm sure it's going to be enjoyed by generations to come. So, in conclusion, whether you're a fan of classic country music or just looking for a fun and festive holiday song, Frosty the Snowman is a must listen.
Yes, Frosty the Snowman.
You know
See,
it.
I'm singing now. Thank you so much for that song. Thank you so much. So, what tracks capture the essence of a new beginnings, resolutions, and the promise of a fresh start?
Yeah, so that's appropriate for the New Year's, don't you think so? So it's a perfect soundtrack for reflection, renewal, and rejuvenation. So there may not be a plethora of songs specifically about New Year's or New Year's Eve, but there's a lot of tracks that capture the essence of new beginnings, resolutions, and the promise of a fresh start. So there's plenty of songs that bring on the emotions and sentiments of a new year. So there's some songs that just mention January or beginning again, and they have a unique perspective on the month and its significance. So, whether you're looking for a motivational boost, a nostalgic nod to the past, or a hopeful glance towards the future, there are some songs that could provide a perfect accompaniment to January or New Year. So, one that does have New Year's in the title is, of course, New Year's Day by U2. And this is a song that reflects on the passage of time. And it's a song by the Irish rock band U2, released in 1983 as the title track on their third studio album, War. The song was written by the band's lead vocalist, Bono, and features a hauntingly beautiful melody with lyrics that reflect on the events of the 1982 Irish hunger strike. The song's title refers to the week after Christmas, traditionally a time for reflection and contemplation. With powerful lyrics and an uplifting melody, the song speaks to hope and renewal in the midst of war, which is featured in this video version. It does remind me of John Lennon's Happy Xmas, War is Over, and the line, Nothing changes on New Year's Day, in this particular song serves as a reminder while the calendar may change, it's our actions and choices that truly shape our lives. And it is an anthem hoping for better times and better days despite the kinds of conflicts and war that might be happening across the world, which they are, of course. The song was a commercial success, reached number 2 on the UK singles chart and number 53 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. It also reached number 1 on the US Billboard Mainstream Rock Tracks chart. And the song's success was fueled by the inclusion on the War album, which was a critical and commercial success, and the band's growing popularity in the early 1980s. New Year's Day has since become one of U2's most enduring songs. In terms of sales, it's been certified gold by the RIAA, indicating a sales of over 500 copies in the US alone. The song has been certified silver in the UK, indicating sales of over 200,000 copies. And the song's been included on U2's compilation albums. It shows the kind of popularity that it's still around. In 2011, the song was re-released as a digital single and reached number 14 on the iTunes rock chart. So it's now and continues to be a staple of U2 live shows. But also a song that talks about New Year's specifically. How about Happy New Year by ABBA? So it's a catchy and upbeat song, and it does definitely talk about the Happy New Year, and typical of ABBA and its songs, very upbeat. It was included as a single from their album, The Visitors. So it's a beautiful ballad that captures the bittersweet feelings that often accompany New Year's Eve. It's reflective lyrics about hope and dreams for the future. It strikes a chord with anyone contemplating the year ahead. The song's gentle melody allows for moments of introspection while celebrating the joy of new possibilities. It's a celebration of joy and excitement of the new year. And with catchy melody and harmonies, it's a hallmark of ABBA's traditional sound. Now, the song didn't chart particularly well when it was first released, peaking at number 29 on the UK singles chart. However, it's become a fan favorite and a staple of ABBA's live shows, certified gold by the RIAA, including sales of over 500 copies in the US alone. In addition, it's been on some of her compilation albums, and despite its relatively chart performance, it's become a classic for ABBA. His catchy melody and upbeat lyrics make a popular choice for New Year's Eve parties and celebrations, and it's been covered by other artists across the globe. And it's part of their discography and a beloved classic for others. Another song, you may have heard of this artist too. This is also entitled New Year's Day, and here's the artist that some people may have heard of, Taylor Swift. So,
Hmm.
this was a song released in 2017 as part of her album Reputation. It's a romantic ballad that tells a story of a couple's relationships, with the lyrics focusing on the memories they've shared and the hope of the future together. And it's Swift's signature storytelling style with vivid imagery and poetic language that paints a picture of a love that's strong and enduring. And that's a song that's probably known to a lot of people because of the popularity of the artist. And the song has been a commercial success, like many of the things by Taylor Swift. It reached number 10 or top 10 in the US Billboard Hot 100 chart, earned Swift a Grammy nomination for the Best Pop Solo Performance. In conclusion, New Year's Day is a beautiful and poignant song that showcases Swift's storytelling ability and emotional depth.
Definitely beautiful. And ABBA and Taylor Swift, thank you so much. So, Mr. Mick, are there songs that are not explicitly New Year song, but are about new beginnings?
Yeah, there's some songs that are not just about New Year's, but they fit the theme of new beginnings. So it's something to consider for a New Year's Eve playlist. So have to mention, of course, something along the lines like Celebration by Cool and the Gang. Boy, they were awesome in the 70s. If you want to get a song that gets everybody dancing, it's a must have. It's an
Mhm.
infectious rhythm, cheerful lyrics, making an anthem for joy and festivity. So it resonates perfectly with the New Year spirit. It's guaranteed to get student guests on their feet and a lively atmosphere. It's a song released by Cool and the Gang in 1980 as a single from their album As One. Song was written by several of the band members and it's become one of the band's most popular and enduring songs. A celebration of life, love, and joy with a catchy melody and a sing along chorus that make it a staple of parties and celebrations around the world. And that instrumentation is a classic example of Cool and the Gang's signature sound with a blend of funk, soul, and rock elements. It's got a driving beat, catchy bass line, and a memorable horn section, all of which come together to create a sense of energy and excitement. And the song's vocals, led by James J.T. Taylor, whose smooth and soulful delivery adds the song's emotional impact. So this could be a beloved holiday classic at any party with a catchy melody and sing along chorus. And over the years, this is something that's really stayed with the band. And the song's joy, message, celebration is timeless. Catchy melody, sing along chorus make it a holiday classic. Another song that fits New Year's. How about Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper? So I know a lot of people like girls only want to have fun, but Time After Time is also probably one of her best songs ever. This was released in 1984 as a single from her album She's So Unusual. It's written by Lauper and Rob Hyman, and it's become one of the singer's most popular and enduring songs. And the lyrics are a poignant reflection on the passage of time and the fleeting nature of relationships, with Lauper's distinctive vocals and soaring chorus that make it a beloved classic. The instrumentation is a blend of pop, rock, and new wave elements with a memorable guitar riff and a driving beat that propels the song forward. Lauper's vocals are a highlight of the song with her distinctive tone and phrasing, adding that emotional depth and complexity to it. And the production is also noteworthy with a lush arrangement that features a range of instruments and a sweeping orchestral backing that adds to the song's sense of drama and scope. It's become and can be a holiday classic, poignant lyrics and soaring chorus. The song is covered by a lot of artists, but Lauper's version is the most well known and beloved. So, in conclusion, the song's message of love and longing is timeless, with a catchy melody and sing along chorus that make it a holiday classic, sure to be enjoyed by all kinds of people.
Definitely, we enjoyed those songs. Since the episode is about New Year songs, how about other songs that mention sorry, January or starting anew? in the lyrics?
Sure, there is one that's simply entitled January. That's Pilot. So this was a song released in 1975, a Scottish rock band Pilot. It's a single from their album Second Flight, and the song's lyrics are a poignant reflection on the passing of time and the fleeting nature of relationships, with the month of January serving as a metaphor, the cold and darkness that can descend upon one's life. The song's melody is soaring and anthemic, with a memorable chorus and a sing-along quality. It makes it a fan favorite. Song's production is a blend of rock and pop elements with a prominent piano riff and driving beat that adds to the song's energy and momentum. It's a standout track in Pilot's discography, and the themes of love, loss, and longing continue to resonate with listeners to this day. And digging through various song databases and lyrics websites, I've also got compiled a list of songs that mention January in their lyrics, but not in their title. So there's a number of songs that kind of fit in this category as well. And also some contemporary New Year's hits. They also play a significant role in celebrations having that tie into with New Year's. And there's some tracks that can spice up if you want a New Year's playlist. How about Raise Your Glass by Pink? This is a party anthem that encourages listeners to celebrate individuality and resilience. And the song's empowering message is perfect for New Year's Eve, reminding everyone to embrace their uniqueness as they step into the new year. And if it's got infectious energy, nothing better than that song. Released in 2010 from her album Greatest Hits So Far. It was written by Pink and several other co-writers. It's a rallying cry for those who don't fit in or feel like they belong, with a powerful vocals and a catchy chorus. The song's production is a fusion of pop, rock, and electronic elements, with a driving beat, memorable guitar riff that adds to the song's energy and momentum. Pink's vocals are a highlight of the song, with her distinctive tone and phrasing adding emotional depth and complexity. And this has become a staple of her live shows. It's been certified multi-platinum, won numerous awards, including a Grammy nomination for Best Pop Solo Performance. Another song to mention, appropriate for New Year's, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life by Green Day. So it's not a traditional New Year's song, but it's a popular choice for reflection during this time. And the song's poignant lyrics encourage listeners to look back on their experiences with gratitude. It's an ideal track for moments of contemplation, especially as the new year comes to a close and a new day begins. This was released in 1997 as a single from their album Nimrod, written by Green Day's lead vocalist and guitarist Billy Joe Armstrong, and it's a nostalgic and introspective ballad that reflects on the passing of time and the fleeting nature of life. The lyrics are a poignant reflection on the memories and experiences of the past, with Armstrong's vocals and a simple but effective melody that adds to the song's emotional impact. And it's become one of Green Day's most beloved and enduring songs, with a message of nostalgia and introspection resonating with listeners. It's a typical punk rock sound, but very subdued and introspective, that also has been certified multi-platinum, won numerous awards, including a Grammy nomination for Best Rock Song. In conclusion, this song has been featured in numerous films, TV shows, and commercials, and become a staple of Green Day's live shows.
Yes, Green Day, thank you so much for sharing your talent to the world. So, Mr. Mick, how can you create or how can you create your own New Year's playlist?
Sure, if people are getting together, they want to make some songs and put them together. So creating the perfect New Year's playlist involves more than just selecting popular songs. It's about creating a journey through sound that reflects personal experiences and emotions. So I've got some tips if you want to have the ultimate New Year's playlist. So mix up the genres, keep the energy flowing, mix different genres in your playlist, include pop, rock, hip hop, and even some classic tunes. And that variety appeals to a wider audience, keeps everybody engaged. Don't be afraid to add some unexpected tracks that might surprise your guests. And include some personal favorites, include songs that have a special meaning for you and your friends. Perhaps there's a song that reminds you of a memorable moment from the past year. And by creating a playlist that resonates on a deeper level, bring some of your own personality into it. So create a countdown moment. As midnight approaches, consider creating a special moment with a countdown song. Choose a powerful anthem that builds excitement as you approach the new year. This could be a classic like Old Lang Syne or a contemporary hit that inspires joy and anticipation. Keep it upbeat. New Year's Eve is all about celebration. For example, the Cool and the Gang. So, that type of song, upbeat vibe in your playlist. While it's important to include reflective songs, focus on tracks that inspire dancing and laughter. Energetic playlists will keep spirits high, create a lively atmosphere. As the new year begins, many people take the opportunity to set resolutions and goals for themselves. Music can play a surprisingly significant role in this process. Certain songs and genres can inspire motivation, help maintain focus, and even provide comfort during challenging times. Consider adding motivational anthems to your playlist and encourage perseverance and determination. A couple suggestions here. How about songs like Eye of the Tiger, Survivor, and Fight Song by Rachel Platten can serve as powerful reminders to stay committed to your resolutions, and those tracks can inspire to push through obstacles and strive for success. How about some reflective tunes? Songs that promote reflection and mindfulness, gentle melodies, and thoughtful lyrics can help contemplate goals and aspirations. Song to suggest here is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Can inspire you to embrace the unknown and look forward to new opportunities. Creating a routine. So, creating music into your daily routine can help you stay focused on resolutions and playlists that align with activities that you want to pursue, whether it's exercising, studying, or meditating. Bring those all together. In conclusion, the right music can enhance your motivation and make all of your activities more enjoyable.
Yes, to a new beginning, people, because New Year songs hold a special place in our celebrations,
Sure.
capturing the spirit of reflections, hope, and joy that accompanies the transition to a new year. Classic like Mr. Mick Odd Lang Syne remind us to honor the past and cherish the memories of loved ones. So, people, a new beginning 2025. We hope for the best and good health, good wealth, and what else, Mr. Mick?
That's about it. Good
that
health, most prosperity. Absolutely.
Yes, that's it's all about. So, another great episode of Music 101, and I hope you will continue to support us this coming new year because we assure you that our podcast will become more bigger, better, and bolder for the year 2025. Mr. Mick, do you want something to plug in?
Sure, you bet. So I'm a book coach and I help people publish and sell more books. Of course, listen and whatever catch with me on Idea to Author Community on Facebook, Dr. Digital Podcast, and of course the volumes that I have, Burning America, and also On Track to Be an Hunter, available on Amazon.
Yes, people, let's support Mr. Mick because if you support him, more coaching, more books to come. Mr. Mick, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Happy New Year. Yes,
Happy New Year to everyone. More to come, people. See you soon. Mr. Mick, can you give me 5 minutes?
sure, you
Just
bet.
I'll just take some water.
No